I will start from showing video, and in case sound will be not available, I will be doing a very nice voiceover.
Everyone deserves an opportunity to develop their skills needed today and in the future. Now we learn online, in diverse spaces and at different times. Together with several cities, we have built a web platform that combines geolocation technology and engaging learning solutions. The Cities of Learning is a global initiative to make learning open, accessible, and inclusive for all. Any city can become a partner and get access to a web platform that enables them to create unique learning pathways. The platform displays all learning opportunities in a city. Organizations can present their spaces, learning or volunteering activities in flexible learning pathways, learning playlists. Every playlist can consist of online or offline activities and is completed with a digital badge as evidence of achievement. In your city, learning playlists can be created by non-governmental organizations, public institutions, or businesses. What are the benefits of cities and regions of learning? Learners can easily access information via their phones and start learning at any moment. Every person gets recognition for learning and achievements to unlock new opportunities. Learning providers get better visibility for their offers. They can access data about the impact of their programs. The platform helps to connect activities to frameworks of skills and qualifications. City administrations can use the City of Learning to create an open and inclusive learning infrastructure. It gets vital data to inform public policy decisions and means to achieve strategic goals. Businesses and employers get an overview of the activities and skills developed by learners in the city. They also get new channels for talent discovery. We stand for the essential values important for learning in the 21st century: inclusiveness, openness, innovation, and diversity in learning. We encourage various learning activities, ranging from public and informal spaces to non-formal or formal learning, as well as learning online. We promote open recognition. We value various achievements and learning acquired through life.
So you saw a video which we created with a team of young video makers from Vilnius, and all the views you saw also are from Vilnius. And this video invites people to join cities and regions of learning. We can host not only cities, but also regions. And in some cases now we are starting to collaborate with some islands of learning, like Cyprus soon to be joining, or Curacao, somewhere in Caribbean. That's what we are looking forward for next year. So islands of learning. So today I welcome your region to this network, and I would like to explain a few things about what we together can achieve. So what you see, it's print screens from a platform. So first of all, it's a platform which can host several things. On that platform, you can see interactive maps with opportunities in the place where you live or nearby to start with. So from these opportunities, you can choose whatever is in your interest, hobby, where you want to develop a skill. So one of the goals of the platform is to display anything what young people can do and learn and improve skills in your place where you live or nearby, if you wish, and maybe across countries. Secondly, the platform hosts a learning playlist. It's like music playlists where you can select what you want to listen, to do, to engage with, or you can build your own pathway. So imagine playlist as a learning pathway where you go from one activity to another according to your interest, passion, or something what you want to develop. And most importantly, the platform allows you to get digital badges, which is a skill recognition, a learning experience recognition. And I will come to this a little bit later in presentation. Here are a few logos from different cities across Europe and more. We have, for example, partnership now working with South Africa in Port Elizabeth region of learning. We also started collaboration with partners in Lagos, very vibrant, youthful city in Nigeria. So we're looking forward for the network to grow. What it means for you is that with partners, we can provide and facilitate and support connection with young people living in these cities, in these regions. So you can connect, and actually already now, young people from different places, they connect and share what matters to them, what they want to achieve in terms of learning, careers, civic engagement, and so on. So your places are also being already included. Badges, I mentioned that I will come to this. Badges came into life 2011-12 when Mozilla Foundation, one of the organizations stewarding for better internet, created a technical digital code for badges to be issued, hosted, and displayed. And we use their standard, which is a global standard. It's available in many countries and across different sectors, in schools, in universities, but especially out of school education, hobby education, sports organizations are using it. Scouts, of course, they are the ones who invented badges maybe, and now they can digitalize them. So anywhere badges can be used. They can show participation, can show competence, maybe learning achievement, can be even fun. You can get a badge for really fun activities doing. Badges can be motivational. They can also encourage certain behaviors. They can also show membership. For example, if you belong to youth council, you can show through a badge that you are part of youth council. So badges are an integral part of cities and regions of learning platform. Few things about badges. Badges, they are digital, which creates a lot of interesting information possibilities. Inside badge, when it's issued, you can get access to information. So anything you did for an activity, you shared your results, maybe reflections, ideas, impressions. When getting a badge, that will be part of the evidence. Sometimes we need to display what we are good at and say few words and evidence about where did we get this skill, how we developed it, and this can be really a starter for talking in a job interview maybe. Yeah. Open badges are open and accessible and free because they are developed as technology to benefit everyone, every learner, regarding wherever you learn. Stackable means that one small badge can build on another one, and then you start seeing the pathway. So badges create pathways, so you can go retrospectively, looking at the past and discovering, oh, I have earned this badge, which led me to another badge, which opened another badge. Or you could go into the future. Some organization may offer a set of badges which can give you signs on directions where to go. Imagine a road without any signs and you need to be a driver. So in our learning, in order to be self-sufficient learner and self-directed learner, badges can become signs of where to go, where to make a stop, where to make a turn, if badge pathway becomes multiple ways. And one important thing, that badges are rather easily transferable from one sector to another, from formal education like college to job, or from informal and non-formal settings to any other setting. Maybe by earning badges in your activities as a youth council, you can then later present them to a future employer or current employer, saying, look, that's what I'm doing as my free spare time. Or maybe at your school, you can get acknowledged for your engagement in the community activities. So badges can be really used across sectors. So that's something what I want to stress, knowing that your conference is also about how to create bridges between sectors. To continue, badges can show much more details about your skills. And here, to complement good grades people can get, or if you don't get grades, that's all right. You maybe can get acknowledgement of skills which you develop elsewhere. That's something that blows the mind, that any learning can count. Anywhere you learn, it's valuable learning. It can be very practical, hands-on learning, doing decisions, participating, taking action, taking initiative. Maybe grades will not show this, but badges can actually complement and show more specific skills. As you can see, even sense of humor, which is a very subjective skill, might be represented by some creative badges. In very visual way, when you have badges which may be very small as micro credential, micro achievement, micro certificate, when you put them together throughout achieving them in many spaces, that may make your picture more detailed. It can reveal for you much more what you're capable, what you are good at, maybe even tendencies, what are your passions actually through collecting badges, and then seeing that you keep repeatedly getting badges from specific field of expertise. So that's the purpose and mission of badges. Now, today is the day where we launch a platform for your region together with partners. And already in this conference, you will be able to try out the first easy getting badges. So in the screen, and later on, we will keep that screen even before lunch break. So during the lunch break, you have enough time to use devices, and you can use your phone, you can use your computer, Padlet, or anything what you have at hands with you. If you use a phone which can scan QR codes, you just scan QR code, and it will lead to the platform where the activity, the current conference, is already listed. You will need to log in, because badges to be issued, you need to identify with an email. So that's one thing what you will need to do, is to have an email to which you want to collect badges and with which you want to build your badge portfolio. Step 2, login, and then you will activate badge mission to start collecting evidence and sharing impressions and anything you think about different activities offered in this conference. So the way badge will be issued in this event, that you will be invited to complete certain reflections, impression sharing, can be also a photo, an idea, in regards what kind of activities this conference will offer. And as I can see, organizers proposed that you need just 4 tasks to be finished. So not all from all activities, but I encourage to take maximum. Why not? I mean, if life can give it, you can take it. In case you are okay and you have space on your phone to install Badge Wallet application, that becomes more easier to submit evidence and get evidence approval. Yet this Badge Wallet cannot allow you to share, to search through the cities and regions platform, but we are building this opportunity for with partners in the future. But again, the application and platform is available and accessible through the web. That's very things what I wanted to tell. The slide which I showed previously will be available. And then something exciting to come. With your organizations in your region, we are starting this autumn a 2-year collaboration on co-designing cities of learning. Co-designing meaning that partners and organizations of 8 cities and regions of learning in Europe wants to collaborate with young people in our local places, in our regions, in our territories, to imagine how we want our cities and regions to provide best opportunities for young people living in our places to learn, to build skills necessary for future careers, and to be engaged as civic actors in our communities. So what you see, all these colorful experiences will be offered starting from actually today or even yesterday. So very soon you will keep hearing more about youth consultations, which will invite you all to tell your stories. How are you preparing for learning civic and career pathways, which starts now maybe, or you already started doing creative stuff, to the future. So it's all about thinking and doing something about future. Then partners will involve you and invite you into international youth leadership activities. So you will be able to join leadership courses with young people from 8 different territories in Europe. Just to mention, Norway is included, Lithuania, Germany, Spain, Netherlands, Italy, Slovenia, and Serbia. These are the partners from this project. Third activity you will be invited to join is using digital platforms to engage with other young people, to engage with local organizations, to exchange ideas, learn something useful and interesting, and especially to go and prepare for the next important thing, which is policy recommendations for your cities and regions, how you imagine learning, careers, and civic pathways could be improved, offered to young people where you live. So it's a lot about participatory process, which hopefully will bring great ideas from young people to policymakers and back to local. And then two side support activities is communication about cities of learning and networking of cities and regions where partners and young people can meet to manage this whole 2 years long project, which we really hope that will continue beyond these only 2 years. And the last slide, which is talking about future, whereas Institute for the Future, which we follow a little bit, and they interviewed young people across continents in 6 different cities about how they currently create their learning and career pathways, including also civic engagement. And they asked them and experts to imagine a life in 2030 and what skills they will possibly need. So where are areas of skills which seems to be relevant in future starting now. So making yourself known, so letting people know how good you are in specific areas and knowing your areas where you are really good to offer something to other learners, other partners or communities. We will be needing to have skills and abilities to work with technologies. So being friends with machines together, working in teams where robots are complementing humans and vice versa. We should be able to build crews, which is through startups, networks, and communities, making sense. Where are a lot of data available, we will need to put our brains and heads around to create meaning out of this bunch of data. And very important in nowadays to have a long-term strategic view on what we want to achieve by keeping it going. So when we start new things, how to make sure that this lasts long enough to bring the benefits for us, our friends, our colleagues, and our communities and societies. So these are the future skills, at least by Institute for Future, and around 60 young people who participated in qualitative interviews with this organization. And what I will be inviting you now is to go into small groups and share your impressions, ideas, and thinking around these 3 questions, which I'm very super happy that Urte helped me to translate. So one question, and I hope we are in the right order, is what skills for you are important in the future? Secondly, where can you develop these skills, learn these skills in your community, in your region? So if you think that's important for you and your peers, where can you get them? How can you get them? And thirdly, what's maybe lacking in order for young people in your place, in your region, to develop skills necessary for future to come? So that's my invitation to you. And I'm just curious to moderators if I should answer some questions if we are.